You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons & Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 506, recorded October 2024, posted June 2025. Something Wig'ed this way comes.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill, the Dungeons & Dragons podcast, where we play this game online by rolling dice and taking names. No, this is the actual play podcast that we play for your amusement and ours. I am very excited to be back here playing the next episode of Uni and the Hunt for the Lost Horn, one of the first little adventures to come out that is kind of built for the new way of things, the 2024 version of the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons, because that's not confusing at all. I am your dungeon master. Somehow that is still what we're calling it in the year of someone's Lord 2024. My name is Micah Sargent. My pronouns are he, him. And now I'm very excited to introduce our players. And this time it's going to be random, sadly not determined by random.org, but instead by me throwing caution to the wind. Up first, we have Jason Snell. Hello, Jason.
Oh, hello. Hi, Micah. I am playing a gruff but potentially lovable, although it's unclear if he's loved, very competent cleric named Bibimbap Sauerbraten.
Wonderful. We are also joined by Kathy Campbell.
Hi, Micah. I am playing Priscilla, a human wizard, no last name, who is happy to be here.
And we are happy to have you. Also joined by Annette Wierstra.
Hello, I am playing Sheila Bobila, Banana Fana Fofila. We are both human rogues, and we both use she, her pronouns.
Also joined by Aline Sims.
Hello, I'm playing Eunomia Heldu, the Astro Elf Druid, and Torch, the flying lizard companion du jour, I guess. Anyway, our pronouns are she, her. Torches, I guess, are he, him. That's what I've been using, so we'll roll with it.
Nice. And last but certainly not least, it is the night owl, at least for now, James Thompson. Hi, James.
Hi, I am playing Valeria Shatterburn, she, her, a half-orc barbarian who's just really excited to make a second murder corridor.
Speaking of murder corridors, our players, the last time we gathered up, were making their way through this realm that was on the other side of a portal, hoping to find a wizard who had stolen the horn from a unicorn called Uni. The players have been kind of walking through. They came across a blink dog along the way that keeps sneezing and teleporting. They have killed a number of bullywugs that have been attacking them, to be fair, and in the process of killing them have just loaded up tunnels and as you said, corridors with the corpses of these bullywugs. And now they are in the midst of a confrontation with two bullywugs and a bugbear. One of those bullywugs, though, wears a powdered wig. What that means precisely is yet to be seen. But there is, again, a powdered wig bullywug. And we kick things off. Oh, and this was the other thing. Our players last time did some very creative and careful maneuvering as they made their way to this area. The combatants had been warned that they were coming, but they were very sneaky. And Bibimbap did some magic that kind of distracted them. And so they're kicking things off with a little bit of advantage as they go into this bit of combat. So without further ado, Sheila Bobila, Banana Fana Fofila, you are starting the round.
Okay, so I'm going to stick with my short bow. And I rolled.
Are you gonna have to move? You need to.
Oh yes, it's true. I do. I'm like hiding behind a corner. So I'm going to first, I'm preparing to use my short bow, but I'm going to come around the corner here and I'm trying to pick her up. Here we go. And sort of stand at the back of this corridor, but in line of sight of that first bullywug, the one with no wig.
Okay.
Wigless. Fully wigless.
Wigless. Yes, wigless. And I am going to roll twice on my short bow. Oh, good thing I have advantage because the first roll is a mere 13.
A 13 does not hit a bullywug, and
neither does
12 does not hit a bullywug.
So I come out all dramatic, and
do you just go right back?
I miss. Yeah, I'm going to be like, oh crap, and just step around the corner here.
As
just
I
hide
pop out,
behind me.
shoot 2 arrows wildly, and then pop back, and it was incredibly ineffective.
As you step
just says good try in a sarcastic voice.
Good try. As you step around the corner, the Wig'ed bullywug turns and says, "Shooting arrows at me? That is no way to treat a king. You have dishonored King Gurgle, and you will pay for it." And King Gurgle bounces toward you, and as he bounces toward you, the wig just beautifully and perfectly just bounds into the air and bounds back down as he kind of appears right here. And unfortunately doesn't see Sheila because Valeria is in the way. And so he is going to strike out at you, Valeria. And
you're welcome.
Let's see what we've got here. Wow. Okay. That was a critical hit or a critical success. So that is definitely going to hit. So that's going to be. Let's gather up our options here. That is 6 and 5 is 11, and that's 14 bludgeoning damage. Plus, do I even have enough?
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
What have you done to me?
Now I'm starting to feel a little guilty.
So that's 16 bludgeoning damage, and then 14 poison damage. So that is what, 30 damage total?
Ooh, okay.
Ouch.
Yeah. I guess I was gonna rage, but I haven't done it yet, so I am not, because that could give me resistance to bludgeoning damage at least. I'll take it.
Are you still
All right.
standing?
Yeah. I was, I'm down. I'm not bad. That was okay.
And that...
Hang on. What was the second amount?
I was 16 and 14.
I'm not quite as good. But I'm okay.
Oh, no.
I'm still standing.
I'm still standing. All right. And then he is going to... Is he going to... He can do... No, he's going to stay where he is. And so it is Priscilla's turn.
Okay, I have a question about opportunity attacks. They're only happening when you leave someone's space, correct? Like
if you move
I go
past someone, that still...
Yeah, but if I just go here, they don't get an opportunity attack, right?
No,
that is
you're staying
correct.
in range.
Yeah. As long as you stay there, you're good.
Yeah, just had a moment
No,
of
that's a good question. Fair question.
I'm gonna think. I'm gonna run up here. And do a little bit of Thunder Wave, please.
All right.
Ta-da! Dun-dun-dun.
Da da da
Dun,
da.
dun,
15.
dun, dun.
So a 15-foot square is going to push. I need a Constitution 14. So
Okay.
Constitution
From each of
saving
them?
throw from both of them.
Okay, we've got that, and that is Wigless. And how much is it? How much is the saving throw?
14.
Okay, both of them fail.
Okay, then ouch. 2d4. Nope, sorry, 2d8 thunder damage. So a 3 and a 6, so 9 each, and they get moved 10 feet away from me.
Alrighty. Will take care of that.
And this tent thing, is that considered unsecured?
It by its very nature, it is secured.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not going to move.
It is secured in multiple points to the ground. Yeah.
Okay.
But I will say there's like a little campfire out front, and so that gets blown away. So yeah.
Yep.
That looked kind of cool as the embers took flight.
Woo, sparkly. And that is all I can do.
All you can do. That was quite a bit.
Was that all?
Yeah.
No, that's pretty good.
And are you happy with the movement? Does that seem fair?
Yes, because that took my whole movement, so I can't move.
Oh no, I meant I moved them 10 feet away from you.
Oh, where they moved? Yeah.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. That looks about right.
Alrighty, Torch, your turn.
Well, that impedes my plan a little bit, but that's okay.
Sorry.
I think Torch, it's okay. That was very cool. Torch is just going to move down southerly a little bit and hang out.
Alrighty. It is the bugbear's turn, and it sees Priscilla, and Priscilla just hit it, so it's going to run toward Priscilla, and it is going to attempt to hurt you.
It's probably gonna happen. I don't know how smart this idea was now, but we'll find out.
Does a 12 hit a Priscilla?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Then that's going to do... nine bludgeoning damage as it punches out at you. But as it punches out at you at the last minute, it opens up its hand and rakes its claws into you and pulls you toward it, and you are now grappled.
Love that for me.
So while
I just wanted a hug.
While you are grappled, your speed is reduced to 0. You have disadvantage on attack rolls against any target other than the grappler. And the grappler can drag or carry you when it moves, just so you know.
Okay. Cool.
And that's all it can do. Valeria, it's your turn. You have a Wig'ed creature in front of you.
Oh, something Wig'ed this way comes. Oh.
That's a good title.
Valeria is not happy. And she is, you might say, raging. And when Valeria rages, strange things happen. So let's find out what strange thing happens. Right. So shadowy tendrils start to emanate from Valeria. And I would like... from here, I think she could probably see maybe at least 2 of these people. I would like them both to do a DC 14 Constitution
Death saving throw. What?
Constitution saving throw.
That was for Wig'ed and Wigless.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Constitution and Constitution. No, they both fail.
Okay. First one takes 11 damage. We'll
All
say
right.
the Wig'ed one.
Wig'ed takes 11.
And 10 for Wigless.
Wigless is dead.
And I'm just getting started. So
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
that was a bonus action. I just yeah, I'm gonna grab my twin axes and I am going to swing at this so-called king.
Remember, you have advantage.
Yep.
We're still in round 1 here.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Okay, let's see.
We're going to leave the first half of round
because
1,
I'm
maybe.
raging, I believe I get +2 on all damage.
All right. I'll
So-
trust you. Should I? I don't know, but I will.
It's what it said as far as I can tell. But
James is not a cheater, just a chaos monster.
That's very
Yes.
true.
It's true.
that is a 19 with my first axe, which is...
That is going to hit.
That is 11 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the second axe... I don't know how this works, because with the 2-weapon fighting, you get the main dice, but you don't get the bonus.
Mhm.
Right.
But
On
I
the
also
second
have
one.
an additional +2 because I'm raging. Does that
You can-
apply?
On the second one, I think it does.
I think so.
Yeah.
The raging
Because
and
your
yeah,
regular-
'cause I
your
think-
regular bonuses, I think, don't apply.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because the idea is that like it's your offhand, so
Yeah,
you can
okay.
do stuff with it, but it's not as
Uh,
powerful.
that-
But it's still
is-
angry hand.
A 20? I
A
believe
20
will
hits, yeah.
And that is 5 damage.
Okay, cool. Not happy. Not bloodied, but not happy.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I will say, because I hit with my axes, I have advantage on my next attack roll on that creature.
Okay.
Nice.
Keep that in mind. Because I will forget.
I think that is all I can do for now.
Okie dokie. A very mad Valeria.
I forgot to say, I also get D12 bonus hit points for temporary hit points.
Oh, temporary.
Nice.
Okay.
That's
For
good.
going, so I get 11 more, so I'm actually not too bad. So I'm at
Good.
227.
Nice. I love whenever different classes, the stuff that they can really do shows. Like, I feel like a rogue, very quickly it becomes clear how good they are at doing damage, but then you occasionally get to see like the barbarian doing that. All right. The Bully Wigless would go next, but Bully Wigless is dead. The Blink Dog feels like y'all have got it well in hand as it stands, well in paw. And so Nosy's just going to kind of hang out and no, you know what Nosy's going to do? Nosy is going to sort of do a little hand movement thing to Bibimbap that is communicating to you a little bit of knowledge about your enemies. And so basically that's granting the help action, but I just remember that you already have advantage.
I already have advantage this turn.
Okay, so it would have granted you advantage, but alas. It is your turn.
All right. Well, I am going to shoot a bolt of lightning at the bugbear. That's not great. That's better. 17 to hit.
A 17 will hit that bugbear.
Well, glad I had that advantage.
Me too.
Guess how much damage it does, everybody? 46.
46.
That's a lot.
It's true.
I
Well,
bet
it's not that
dead
much.
now.
It's just 11 damage, but it's 11 damage on that guy, that bugbear, and the next attack roll made against it has advantage
Nice.
before my next turn. So let that be a message.
I'm going to put a little eyeball on it so that you all can remember that you have advantage on it.
Whoever's going to hit him next.
It says blinded, but it's
I
not
guess
blinded.
one should wait for the next turn because otherwise it's double advantage. So I don't know. We'll see. I would like Priscilla to have advantage. Anyway, that's it. That's all I can do.
Oh, yeah, because Priscilla's currently restrained.
Grappled. The lightning doesn't affect me, right?
No,
Okay.
it's guiding bolt, and I've guided it where it needed to go, which is right into the guy.
eyeball.
All right. Nomi, your turn.
All right. I'm going to step into this larger space. What does the tent look like from the side? I saw it from the top, but like, can I see in there, or does it have?
The flaps on the front are peeled back and tied. It's like some sort of hide tent, maybe hide and canvas. And yeah, if you're looking inside, you don't see anything that really stands out to you. There's a bed. There's a place for eating. There's a jar of insects. There's a little like in the corner, some sort of other laying area that's on the ground as opposed to a full-on bed. And you also see 3 different sort of carved wooden stands that have a ball at the top, and on top of each of the balls is another white powdered wig. And so the king seems to have multiple in case, one of them gets dirtied.
Right. No unicorn horn that I can see.
Sadly, no unicorn horn that you can see inside.
Okay. All right. Well, how aware are we of advantage, just out of curiosity?
That's a good question. I think that you feel really good about how you creeped around the corner. It's almost like if you had ever read in a book, Military Tactics, and you kind of had this moment of, you know what? We did this just right. This is exactly how it should be done. And you could kind of read on the faces of the characters that you're facing that they were caught off guard. So yeah, I think you're very aware of that advantage.
Okay. I'm wondering, I feel like I would attack the bugbear, even though it would mean Priscilla wouldn't get advantage on her next attack because she's grappled.
I don't think you'd be aware of that one. As much,
but you
unless
would know.
Bibimbap said something.
You would know that I would probably use magic missile again, which doesn't need advantage anyways. So
okay.
I personally would probably feel better with the opportunity of it maybe dying before it gets another thing into me, but yeah.
Okay. So I pulled out my longbow to hit the bugbear, hopefully, and I rolled a critical hit. Thanks, Dice by PCal.
You're welcome.
So that is 2d8 plus 1. Oh. Well, I'm glad I rolled 2d8. That is a total of 6 points of damage.
Woo!
All right.
Thank goodness I critted. And I think that is the entirety of my turn.
Okay. That means we're back up to the top with Sheila, Bobila, Bonena, Fena, Fofila.
I'm singing that to myself as I slide past my half-sister, Valeria. And I'm getting up close, so no short bow this time, but I do have 2-weapon fighting. I am going to start with my rapier, which, it was so close to a 19.
But
remember how last time I was rolling so good?
Yeah, I do remember that. And now I'm grateful for you rolled an 8, which does not hit.
It does not hit. Okay, we're going to like an actual physical dice for my dagger, which is in my other hand. And I rolled it's like so dark in my room, I can't see. I rolled a 16.
A 16 will hit.
Okay. So that is 1d4 plus 3. Ooh, 7 points of damage.
That's quite a bit for a little dagger.
Mm-hmm. Max damage.
Plus, did you roll your sneak attack too?
Oh, no. Do I get sneak attack?
You get sneak attack because
I'm standing next to.
Yeah, because
so that's 2d6 on top of that.
And you roll 1 on each of them,
And I
right?
rolled a 1. So 7, that's 8 total, and 4. So that is 12 points total with my sneak attack.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, that is tabulated. Anything else you'd like to do, little rogue?
I say, leave my sister alone.
And now it is the Wig'ed one's turn, who says to you, "You are sisters. You look nothing alike." And immediately,
I say, thank you.
Wow.
It's a complicated
relationship you have, I see. And is going to attack at you. Does I think an 18 hits.
It does.
Okay. Let's see. That is 1d8. Okay. Oh, that's terrible. So that's 4. Hold on one sec. That is 8 damage. And then after smacking one way with his staff, he smacks another, and I know that a 24 hits.
It does.
So we'll do this again. Ta-da. That is... Oh, right. I forgot. That is 18 damage on that second one.
Okay, I have 1 hit point left, but I'm still standing up.
So, yes, the king sees you, attack him and sort of come out of nowhere, and he lets out a croak as, again, he said what he said about the complicated relationship, and then with this smug look of kingliness on his face, he bats you one way, bats you the other with his stupid staff, and does that damage to you. All right.
Okay, so if I'm grappled, do I have to roll something?
If you would like to ungrapple yourself, it is a strength check that is opposed. Actually, you have the option. It can be strength or dexterity.
Okay.
Whichever one you choose. And this is a straight up check, not a saving throw.
Okay.
And it is opposed to the bugbear's own strength. So I will roll first, and then I'll tell you what you need to roll to break free. to break free, to soar, and to fly.
Or do I need to do so if I want to just magic missile it?
If your magic missile doesn't require an attack roll, and it doesn't require movement, which it doesn't, then I think, you can magic missile from where you are.
Okay.
I don't see why
I'll just
not.
do that. Because if you're dead, I don't have to worry about
that is true.
Grappling.
Just magic missile his face.
Yes. 4, 3, and 4 points of damage. So
because normally that would have, because
11.
it'd be like a ranged spell, so you would have disadvantage, but there's no advantage or disadvantage. So
11 points of damage.
Okay. You
missiled,
grapple by this creature, shoot some magic missiles up into the air that crash down onto the bugbear. And as you are held in its arms, those strikes of force, boom, 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 punch it basically in the face so hard that its face kind of caves in and it falls to the ground dead.
Yeah, it does.
Good work, Priscilla.
Excellent.
You are no longer grappled.
I would like to spit on its body.
Oh, that is a bonus action?
Yep, sure.
And so you do. And Mistra looks down from above and sort of shakes their head with a little bit of curiosity at what's going on. Torch, what would you like to do, my friend?
Torch is just gonna fly a little north, so he's next to Nomi.
Nice.
And that'll be his turn.
Excellent. It would be the bugbear's turn, but the bugbear has been spat on and killed. So it is Valeria Shatterbone's turn.
I'm very concerned for my sister. She seems not in a great way. And I have to make the determination as to whether to help or whether to try and kill this thing before it can do any more damage. And I think I'm raging, so I'm not really going to be making the best decisions anyway. So I just wail with my hand axes on this smug little frog.
Okay.
And I have advantage, so... Because
Yes,
every
you
time I
do.
hit it with an axe, I get advantage for hitting it with the next axe, which is very nice. Well, I hit it anyway. That's a 20.
20 is definitely going to hit.
And that is 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to hit it with another axe.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 17. Actually, I've got advantage, so if that doesn't work, I'll roll it again.
So that is going to do it for the smug king. But as you strike the king with your axe that second time, the king gets this look in his eyes and he croaks, and then suddenly you hear something that sounds not like a normal croak, but instead is like a regurgitation. And out between the two of you, Valeria and Sheila, drops this tiny little bead on the ground. And the king collapses to the ground in death as his wig falls from his head and topples to the ground. And now I need each of you to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Ooh.
Just the
For
two
For no
of you.
reason.
That is 21.
Okay, you save.
15.
Okay. So see. Okay.
Like,
Okay. So let me see. I need to do some rolling here.
Uh-oh. Always a good sign.
Both of you take 14 damage. Valeria, you are knocked back 5-10 feet. And Sheila, you are not knocked back, but instead are encapsulated inside of a wall of force. For the next minute, so as long as you remain in combat, you are trapped within this wall of force, unable to exit. But I have a feeling that you're going to be down anyway, so you're going to be in death saving throws. So basically, no one can come in to help you as you are trapped inside this wall of force, as the king has released a booby trap that he kept inside of his stomach.
What a jerk.
Yeah, he's not nice. He's not a nice guy.
If I could move, I would steal his wig.
Anything else you would like to do on your turn, Valeria, after taking some damage and being shoved back?
What was that? It was 14 damage, just to record
14
that correctly. Okay, I'm still in one piece, but not great. I don't. No, I think my bonus action was the second blow of death. If I had more, I would pick up the wig, but I'll do that next
Everybody's
time.
after the
We're
wig.
gonna fight about this wig, aren't we? Unless I'm dead.
Well,
oh wait,
yeah, because
I just realized that was the last enemy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
Might be.
I didn't want to say anything.
For some reason, I was thinking there was
really
another
weird.
one. Yeah, so we're good. You are actually out of combat. And so just like it is if you're playing a game, suddenly things seem to move a lot quicker and that wall of force dissipates within no time at all. It's like 60 seconds is 60
I'm
seconds.
still dead, so
You
I
are
can't grab the
still
wig.
not doing well. And we'll need some help up for sure.
okay.
Here's what's gonna. I'm gonna come over, and I'm going to do. I'm actually. Let's see. Do we think we have 10 minutes?
I can just do a healing word.
I mean, I can do that too. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do. How many points is your max?
My max 27.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds and just lay on hands. And I did a bad job, so you get 11 hit points back.
I have also realized that I'm not in a great way because my temporary hit points. When do temporary hit points go away?
After
when you get hit. Or after
Right.
a rest, right?
After a rest.
After a rest.
Yeah.
So at the moment, then I'm okay. But
Okay,
my temporary.
here's what
Don't
here's
we
what I'm
still
going to
have?
do, because I'm your cleric and this is what I live for. I am going to start a prayer of healing unless we are interrupted in the next 10 minutes, Micah.
You won't.
Everybody's going to get some hit points. We're trying to stay right
Ooh,
here.
I love
And
that.
the equivalent of a short rest in 10 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that 10
Love that.
10 minutes is going to pass with ease. I will tell
Hooray.
you that while you're waiting those 10 minutes, you also get the idea, the impression that there aren't really bullywugs running around anymore. And that's part of the reason why. If there's anyone left in this area, it's probably the person coming here to work on whatever ritual, and so they're going to be working on the ritual, not focused on running around. So you've
Okay,
kind
everybody
of
gets
got everybody
19 hit points.
Ooh,
Wow.
Nice.
Pretty
Yeah.
cool.
love that.
I am back
And take
to
a short
max.
rest.
Pretty cool.
It's a quick short rest. Can we somebody
okay.
search the
Yeah, I want to
boss
search.
and the
Yep.
other bodies too. Also, yeah.
I want to go in the tent.
Okay. So you go in the
Um,
tent. Let me quickly address the bodies. On the bugbear, you don't find anything. On the wigless bullywug, you find another piece of paste jewelry that's worth 10 gold pieces. On King Gurgle, you find a little pouch, and inside, are 3 garnets that one of you will know well enough are each worth 100 gold pieces.
Wow.
So pretty big garnets.
I pick up the wig, put it on my head, and say, I am your king now.
I pick up the garnets.
Well, I'm a king. So.
Well, I have the garnets.
All right.
James, quickly roll.
Oh, no.
No. Just roll an intelligence check for me.
Oh, I'm not good at that. Actually, well, that's a 17. So maybe I am not terrible at that.
Your intelligence shines through, and you realize that this is like top quality horsehair lace front wig that is worth probably about 30 gold pieces when it's cleared of the dust that has settled on it from the ground. So King Gurgle only bought the best, and this would be worth something to somebody as well.
Well, I'm just going to wear it.
All right, so you're inside looking in the tent. I think what you find, Nomi, is some some horrible penmanship, but it is written in the common tongue, so to speak, and therefore you can understand that it is kind of a deal that has been put in place between King Gurgle and the wizard Kelek. King Gurgle lent Kelek a bunch of bullywug warriors to serve as toughs to help them capture the unicorn, get the unicorn horn, and protect the wizard while he worked on his ritual. King Gurgle had written some stuff about how he wasn't being treated like the king he is, and how he was going to have to renegotiate the deal in this very Dear Diary sort of situation. And very upset that the ritual seems to be this really long-winded ritual, and kind of wondering why the heck this can't go faster. And then also is complaining about the smell. He says, I thought my shoulders smelled bad, but those wolf creatures are just disgusting. And so there's one more reminder that there are some sort of wolf-like creatures that are working with Kelek.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are there any weapons in here? Is there like a dagger I could pocket?
Give me a perception check.
12. D&D Beyond, man.
Yeah, you don't see anything
Okay.
of that nature.
Okay.
All right. That's all that you find in this area.
All right. Should we have Torch go further north?
Yeah.
West?
Yes.
North?
Go north.
Okay. As Torch heads north, if you want to stop there, you come across a clearing with a sort of blue, some sort of strange mosaic written on the floor. And you also see some other things. In fact, the crystal floor of this wide chamber is covered in a mosaic of stars, moons, and suns. A sneering, white-bearded human in black robes stands to the north, brandishing Uni's horn in one hand and a book in the other. 4 enormous wolf-like beasts are gathered around the mosaic, their malevolent eyes fixed on their evil master. And if you, Nomi, want to roll a nature check for me as you look through the eyes of your familiar.
That was a crit.
You know that the creatures are wargs, which are kind of big wolf-like creatures that they're not squishy per se, but they're not the most difficult thing you've ever faced. Somewhere in between. So not horrible, but also not easy to take out with a hit.
Okay. So I'll pass that on. We've found the unicorn horn to the north, and looks like we're gonna have to beat some guys up to get to it, but we've almost got it.
Cool.
Great.
All right. So what would you like to do?
I don't think we really have many options. We've got one way in. We can't flank anybody.
We could lure them into a murder corridor.
I want to see those wargs get stuck in a tank.
Yeah, right. Only one can get through there
another.
at a time.
Yeah.
From what Tort saw, they seem pretty focused on maintaining the perimeter for the spell.
I think
we
rush
have
in?
to. Yeah.
Valeria is
Yeah.
just
Fools rush
already running,
Fools
running
rush in.
towards.
Let's do it.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and set up your kind of order as you rush in. I will let you here. Let me actually draw a little line. I will let you position yourselves anywhere within that, like behind that blue line, is acceptable for where you would be before it kind of triggers the cutscene, so to speak. All right, let me know. Have we got there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you all walk inside, you see
It's
that
more of a run, really.
yeah, as you all run inside, you see the wizard turn to you, and he snarls, "Pathetic worms! The horn is mine, and none shall stand in the way of my destiny. Beasts, destroy them!" And once again, we enter initiative.
Combat.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Valeria, you are first.
Valeria runs out of the corridor, and is again instantly angry just at all this whatever's going on. Not happy. So she is going to start raging, and something exciting may happen. Wild Surge table. Okay, I would like the mage to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw as a bolt of white light shoots from my chest towards him.
What was the DC? I'm sorry.
14
14.
Constitution.
And you did that for the wizard?
Yes.
Okay. Then that is going to be... wow. Barely loses.
But still loses.
Yes.
That wizard is now blind.
Okay. That's not
At least
great.
to the start of my next turn, and takes 1d6 radiant damage as part of this, which is 3 damage.
I can't target any spells. That's so annoying.
It's a shame.
I love the wild surge magic stuff for barbarians, because it's just like
you do.
you don't know what you're gonna get.
One time it turned one of my players into a lamb. Just mid-battle, they became a lamb.
Sheeped.
Yeah.
You sheeped.
They got sheeped.
And I will run straight towards the mage and attempt to hit said mage with an axe. Ooh, that's going to hit. Well, I assume a 23 hits. Does a 23 hit, Micah?
Sorry, how much?
23.
Yeah, that does hit.
Hooray. Then that is... that's not so good. That is 6 damage. for that one.
Okay.
And does a 17 hit?
It does not.
Okay. I think I'm out of exciting things to do.
Alrighty. As Valeria rushed forward and attacked, you saw sort of a blue aura spring up around the mage. Yeah, that's what happens. Okay. Priscilla, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to go after this warg here with Ray of Frost because the cold doesn't bother me anyways. But I rolled 13.
All right, a 13. Does a 13 hit a warg? It's a warg.
Hooray! 3 points of damage.
All right.
Of cold damage.
And it was this one that's directly in front of you?
Yes.
Okay. It says brr. No, it doesn't.
It's cold in here.
It says grr.
There must be some words in the atmosphere. That's it.
All right. Bibimbap, your turn.
All right, I'm going to attack the warg right to our left here.
Okie dokie.
The other one that's in this front line.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to roll a 21 to hit.
That's going to do it.
It was literally on a bad number and then tipped right over.
Nice.
And that is, sorry, I'm going to do some roll 20 action here. Yeah, that's what happens. And next attack roll made has advantage against it as it takes 14 damage.
Wowza.
Nice.
Okay. It's not pleased about taking a lot of damage.
And having advantage against it too.
I do realize I should have had advantage on my second axe hit, but I will let that slide.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sheila, you'll get advantage on that guy if you go attack that guy.
You will electric slide it.
That's I feel like that's probably it for me. I'm gonna I'm just gonna stay here.
Okie dokie. The wargs toward the north wargs, are going to rush toward Valeria and are both going to attempt to attack you. I think a 21 will hit.
It will.
Does a 17 hit?
It does not.
Okay, so the 21 is this plus it's 3 plus, so 6 piercing damage, and now the right warg has advantage when attacking you on its next turn.
So I have resistance, which means half.
Yeah, so 3 damage to you, and this one has advantage on its next turn, and attacking against you. The other one down south is going to rush up to you, Sheila, and is going to go for a bite. Whoops. Let's put that in the box, please. Does a 19 hit?
It does.
Okay. That is 10 piercing damage.
Ouch.
And then the other one is going to go for You Know Me.
You know me.
That is 23.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 6 piercing damage.
Oof.
All right. Sheila, your turn.
Okay, so I am going to disengage as a cunning action, just so I can take a bit of a step back from this bloke here, move a little towards my friends. And then I am going to break out a spell. I'm going to try a witch's bolt at this one.
Wow, I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know, but it only is 15, which I don't think hits, or did it hit?
No, that hits.
Oh, that hit.
That hits. That'll hit a warg.
warg.
Also, you had advantage.
That's also true. Okay, so where is this? 8. Wait, how is that 31 damage? Oh, because it's
because it's
2d12.
Holy
garbage.
Wow.
Plus lightning damage? I don't know. This is just what beyond.
Yeah, it's
the magic.
Which one were you going for? The left warg or right warg?
The one that attacked me and bit me, because I think it's a bit of a beast.
That one is eviscerated.
I was going to say, you also get your sneak attack because you had advantage, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Shocked to death.
I got 2
Very
more of those
impressive.
spells left.
Nice.
Well, now I know to target you. No, I'm just kidding.
You already did.
Yeah, that's that. It is unhappy to have had anything to do with you. Anything else on your turn?
How we like it.
No, I have used all my abilities.
It is Torch's turn.
Torch is just going to hang out here and help out.
Beautiful. Then it is the Blink Dog's turn. It is Nosy's turn. And Nosy is going to go for a bite on the warg in front of it. And wow, that's definitely going to hit. And so that does 5 piercing damage. And then it's going to use a bonus action to teleport to a new location a little bit away so it doesn't get hurted. And now it's Nomi's turn.
Okay, so Nomi is going to clap her hands and cast Thunderwave. So this warg in front of me needs to do a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Can do. Let's see. Whoops, that was Constitution, and it was 14. It saves.
Okay, it still takes, I need to do math, half of 13 damage. So 6 points of damage. And it's not pushed. I wanted it away from, I wanted it out of my face.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to roll anything too? Because isn't it in the square? It's
15 feet originating from me. So 15 feet north, basically.
Okay. Cool.
Anything unsecured around it is also pushed 10 feet. That's a bummer. I wanted it out of my face. So that's my turn. That's it. That's what I got.
All right.
What's your blind mage going to do now?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out here.
There's a lesson, don't go the DM.
From you to a point you choose within range.
Slightly surrounded there, Valeria.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go out in Blaze of Glory, but...
We all might be doing that.
I had a plan to help, but I have a warg in my face.
I guess I can do this because it's just going to be what's in front of me. So he's going to end up hurting his wargs, but it'll be worth it because he'll hurt the crap out of you.
Oh, that sounds good.
So he says, I'm very much looking forward to hurting the crap out of you. And you feel the air just kind of chill around you as this vortex starts to spin in the middle of his chest. And a blast of cold air just rushes forward. So you and the wargs all need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That is 18.
And what is my spell save? I'm pretty sure it's much less than that. You're going to take 40 ice damage.
Well, I'm on the floor.
Oh
And-
my goodness.
Is going to kill both of those wargs.
Wow.
That's a good thing.
All right.
Take that, wargs.
Wow.
Oh wow.
And he's blind, right? So he's like, did that get bad
Yeah.
guys or good guys?
Actually, I'm not on the floor because I have an ability that when I go down to 0, I actually go down to 1. So I am
Right.
still standing.
And that's even with your rage having the damage?
I believe so. Hang on.
Oh,
let me
No, I mean
temp-
you went down even though you have the damage?
Well, I don't think I go down. I think I'm down to 1 hit
Oh,
point.
okay. But you took 40 and not 20?
Yeah, do you take half damage?
Oh, I don't think.
Because
Because
you
you saved,
resist?
didn't you?
I've
Do
got
you resist
resist.
cold?
I don't resist cold. I resist like bludgeoning and
Oh,
piercing
okay.
and slashing
All right.
and
Oh,
stuff.
gotcha.
So you gotta wear a jacket. Bring a
yeah,
sweater.
so I'm
Sorry,
Still
the cold bothers
standing.
you.
still standing, 1 hit point.
1 hit point.
I'm still
You
standing.
hear the dark wizard say, I can't wait to see again, but hopefully that took care of things.
Surprise.
Took care of something.
Baha.
Was that very nice? I don't know. I will find out. And with that, it is time to ask the question as my wig bounces around. For those of you who are listening and not watching, you're missing the
Nice.
bounce.
Your
Really
your
are
bully
missing.
wig.
My bully wig. I ask you all, will our wild adventurers be able to stop this mad mage with a strange accent? Will the mage realize that he took out his own people in trying to complete this ritual? Will this ritual be completed? Will the horn be returned to the unicorn? And will we see you all again? I certainly hope so, because we're very close to finishing this adventure. So tune in
One
next
shot!
time
Our
at
2-hour
some
one shot.
point for
Yeah.
Total Party Kill.
The Incomparable Podcast Network. Become a member and support this show today. theincomparable.com/members